Paula Badosa has never been one to hide from a fight. But this time, the battle wasn't across the net, it was online. After another heartbreaking injury setback at the Dubai Tennis Championships, Badosa found herself at the center of social media criticism. One fan bluntly labeled her so disrespectful to the game for repeatedly retiring or withdrawing from tournaments. Her response? Powerful, personal, and impossible to ignore. Injury struggles strike again in Dubai. Badosa arrived in Dubai looking to reset her season. Following a disappointing first-round exit at the Australian Open to Oksana Selekhmetova, the Spaniard had slipped down the rankings and was desperate to rebuild momentum. She showed flashes of her old brilliance in her opening match in Dubai, securing a much-needed win. But just as hope began to rise, reality struck again. During her clash with Elina Svitolina, Badosa was forced to retire due to injury, the third retirement in her last 13 singles matches. For a former world number 2, it was another cruel twist in what has become an ongoing physical battle. So disrespectful? The comment that sparked it all in the age of social media. Athletes are never far from public opinion. One tennis fan didn't hold back, writing, Paula Badosa is so disrespectful to the game. You just cannot retire/withdraw from every tournament. It's a sentiment that occasionally surfaces when players withdraw or retire frequently. The suggestion that they are somehow letting the sport down. But Badosa wasn't willing to let that narrative stand. A defiant and emotional response rather than ignoring the criticism, Badosa responded directly on X, formerly Twitter, with raw honesty. You have no idea what it's like to live with a chronic injury and still choose to keep going. To wake up every day not knowing how your body will respond, searching for solutions, and fighting for something you love and give everything even when it's so difficult. Her words resonated far beyond the original comment. This wasn't just a tennis player defending a retirement. It was an athlete speaking openly about the mental and physical toll of chronic injury, something fans rarely see up close. The hidden battle behind the scenes. Professional tennis demands relentless travel, brutal physical intensity, and near-perfect conditioning. For players dealing with chronic injuries, every tournament becomes a gamble. Badosa's struggles over the past year have been well documented. Persistent physical issues have disrupted her rhythm, confidence, and ranking. Once firmly established among the elite, she now finds herself fighting not just opponents, but her own body. Retirements aren't strategic decisions. They are often last resorts. An athlete trains, travels, and competes only to walk off court halfway through a match. The pressure of being a former world number 2 expectations remain high for Badosa because of what she has already achieved. Former world number 2, major title contender, one of Spain's brightest stars. When players reach that level, every setback is magnified. Every withdrawal sparks questions. Every ranking drop fuels criticism. But what her response highlighted is simple. Resilience is not always visible on the scoreboard. Sometimes resilience is showing up at all. A wider conversation in tennis. Badosa's situation reflects a broader issue in modern tennis. The physical strain of a packed calendar and the difficulty of managing long-term injuries. The tour rarely stops. Recovery windows are short, and social media amplifies every decision. Yet few fans truly understand the reality of chronic pain management, daily rehabilitation routines, and the psychological weight of uncertainty. Her message wasn't just a clapback. It was a reminder of what's next for Badosa. The biggest question now is whether Badosa can find sustained physical stability. If she does, her talent remains undeniable. She has already proven she belongs at the highest level. The challenge is staying there. And if her response in Dubai showed anything, it's that she isn't giving up quietly. Final thoughts. Calling a player disrespectful for battling through injury oversimplifies a deeply complex reality. Paula Badosa didn't just respond to a fan. She reminded the tennis world that behind every retirement is a human being fighting a battle most of us never see. Sometimes the strongest statement isn't made with a forehand winner. Sometimes it's written in 280 characters. And sometimes that says everything.